children to be walking around here with a sibling.
That's not their sibling.
Thinking it's their cousin.
It is. That's what we're gonna tell them. What are you talking about?
You sound...
Given how horrible this love and hip-hop issue has become, someone needs to get in touch with Mona Scott Young right away. Following a violent confrontation that left everyone startled, Mendeecees Harris and Kirk Frost were taken away in handcuffs. Believe me, this was the real deal, not some fake drama from a reunion program. Kirk has been using his adultery and other turmoil to manipulate Rashida for a long time, as everyone is aware, but who would have expected me to get sucked into it? Discover how this altercation escalated from relationship drama to jail time. Rumor has it that the altercation was personal and swiftly escalated beyond a simple bar fight. Is this Rashida's breaking point now that Kirk is in jail? And was Yandy truly out there standing up for her man?
Right, I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down. And I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told
her that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she take the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me a, like
If
sometimes
you give it out, I'm gonna take it.
sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yeah.
And if they take it, that's what they...
Kirk Frost, who has made a name for himself as one of the most adulterous husbands on reality TV, comes first. Infidelity, hidden children, and general disdain have all been part of his turbulent marriage to Rashida. Mendeecees and Kirk are constantly embroiled in some kind of drama, whether it's financial difficulties, scandals involving infidelity, or simply playing in mayhem. As anyone who has watched Love and Hip Hop knows, these two are accustomed to the chaos. Harris's drama, Mendeecees. Because of his apparent legal troubles, Mendeecees has done time for substance, while Yandy Smith is equally disorganized. Because of transportation, Yandy was left to look after the fort while he was in prison. Additionally, there have been accusations that he cheated on her, which has further strained their relationship. Young Jock, who always seems to find himself at the heart of the love and hip-hop pandemonium, is another example. When there is drama, Jock is the one who gets everything hyped up, adds fuel to the fire, and then behaves all. Things quickly changed from calm to wild at this point. The whole thing took place at one of those fancy nightclubs in Atlanta where celebs go to show off their pop bottles and pretend they have no family waiting. According to rumors, the Jock was at the club that evening, escalating tensions by chatting trash. Kirk was naturally in the thick of things at home, becoming very intimate with a woman who was most definitely not Rashida. But let's face it, Mendeecees isn't the kind to just let things go. And he and Yandy had a heated dispute earlier that day, so he was already fired up before he ever entered the club. He had already arrived at the club in a foul mood, which was made worse by Kirk's careless behavior. Only whispers and side looks were exchanged at first, but Mendeecees decided he had had enough. Called Kirk out for once again embarrassing his family by marching up to him. Mendeecees wouldn't have it that way, even though Kirk tried to appear cool by pretending it was nothing unusual. Acting like a true husband, he started shouting at Kirk to stop playing with Rashida. In response, Kirk said that Misa's marriage was the last straw and advised him to focus on it before pursuing him. Everything fell apart as soon as Mendeecees swung first without even thinking twice.
Provoking. That's what they want to do, man. This is whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them clear that out because I promise
We're gonna
you.
walk straight to
No,
the
listen.
car.
I promise you. When one of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy.
What started off as a small argument swiftly turned into a full-fledged battle when Kirk tried to protect himself, and Mendeecees was on him before you knew it. Security from the club rushed in to break it up, but it was too late since the atmosphere in the room changed, and the whole area turned into a battleground. You know who had to step in? Young Jock made no effort to defuse the situation, he just performed what he does best. To make things even worse, others even said he hurled a drink. The clubgoers who jumped in and began pushing, shoving, and punching weren't only Kirk and Mendeecees. There was screaming, bottles flying, and tables flipping. Then at the worst possible time, Kendrick, young Jock's wife, came in. Instead of the relaxed evening she had anticipated, she found herself in a chaotic environment. Without a doubt, Kendra walked off, headed directly for Kirk and his mystery lady Kirk, who just escaped her blows as she tried to explain. When it was done, Kendra refused to accept it. People were still flinging hands inside when the cops arrived with flashing lights, and security was having trouble stopping them as the policemen hurried in to seize control. Uninvolved clubgoers were running for cover to escape getting caught up in the mayhem, but for Kirk, Mendeecees, and Kendra, it was too late, and what should have been an exciting night out abruptly turned into a nightmare. Kirk was immediately detained, along with Mendeecees and Kendra, while on a trip to the slammer. They were taken straight to the police station after being placed in handcuffs and having their rights read. Kirk tried to negotiate his way out of it, but the police wouldn't listen, according to witnesses. Kirk was being taken out in handcuffs, but Mendeecees remained enraged and shouting at him. At home, Rashida got the call about Kirk's detention, and her response was, let's say it, invaluable. According to rumors, she didn't even seem surprised, as though she was secretly waiting for Kirk to make fun of her again. She said, "Here we go again," and inhaled deeply. To try to save Mendeecees, Yandy, on the other hand, rushed to the station in a panic as soon as she found out what had happened. Without making any compromises, the police swiftly put an end to her hopes of talking to someone and getting him out. When Mendeecees refused to leave their current location, 50 Cent had to intervene. Since he couldn't ignore this, he posted a number of their mug photos along with a caption, "Damn, love and hip-hop turned into love and lock up."
Mentioned you, by the way.
Me?
Oh yeah, you.
Whoa.
She mentioned you sitting at her bar. So it's like,
I think Kurt was going down like the Titanic, slowly. He hit that iceberg. He looked to the left and he was like, boy, ain't got nothing to do with that.
I didn't know who she was, because somebody had to say, that's Kirk, baby mother. And I never went back. We never had two words.
Can I ask you one question? Where the hell is your ring?
those are Kurt.
I lost it.
Did you think the club was where the drama ended? No, it only became more raucous in court. It was immediately apparent that the judge could not put up with the garbage that Kirk, Mendeecees, and Kendra were bringing in. He was disgusted after watching the security tape of the altercation. They were charged with disorderly conduct for turning the club into a public intoxicated war zone, and he gave a profound shake of his head before implementing the law. Alcohol, let's face it, played a big role in all that mayhem. As if it were a catastrophe film, club patrons interrupted the performance and ran away, refusing to be detained. Kirk and Mies fought their way down, but the judge didn't mince words when the cops showed up there. There was a very nasty aftermath after he called them out for acting like grown kids in a sandbox fight and told them they should feel bad for beginning this at their age. Now Yandy wasn't playing around. This time, she left him in jail to think about his actions, even though she usually stays with him for months. Insiders claim that she decided to give him some time to simmer because she is tired of giving him freebies. However, Rashida has forgiven Kirk for a number of transgressions over the years, including cheating on children who were not his. She reportedly refused to assist him this time and didn't even return his calls, which is definitely the last straw. Kendra needed to get a lawyer right away because the court wasn't playing around with her bizarre entrance into the struggle, and fans and vibes indicate that this might be the time she leaves for forever. What this means for her marriage to the young athlete, however, is the primary worry.
Everybody jump you, Flip. I just want to jump the hands. See, you do this again. Come on, Flip. I'm gonna Flip. You're playing with the hands and you yelling. Come on. Why you had them jump me? I didn't have nobody jump you. So why didn't touch me for? You touched me. You smacked my hand. All right, so what, man? I give you a hug. Come on, Flip. No. See, stop. Flip. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. You jump me again.
How will our reality TV thugs fare in the future? Despite the fact that Rashida has embarrassed Kirk many times, this might be the final straw that causes her to permanently leave him. It would rock the whole love and hip-hop community if she did. Will they change their ways before the upcoming season, or will this serve as the wake-up call they need? Can Mendeecees change, or is he just acting in the same way as before? Andy's choice to put him in jail was a power move. But will it actually change him, or is this just another stage in his never-ending drama? Drama is the lifeblood of love and hip-hop, and here is the height of the chaos, so don't be startled if this dispute turns into a multi-episode arc with all the emotional sit-downs and confessions. Furthermore, there is already a lot of debate about it on the internet, and people are taking sides. Rashida should have ended her relationship with Kirk long ago, according to others. There are mice, but some are positive she will continue to be herself. Is this going to be another legal mess for him, or is it going to grow worse? Oh, and may we talk about how Kendra came in at the worst moment? Did Jock's theatrics further exacerbate the situation, or were Kirk and Mendeecees the true focus of this entire altercation? Either way, social media is gaining ground. Rashida should have left Kirk years ago, according to someone, so I hope she wakes up and moves on. This dude is currently a walking shame. What do you guys think? Is this Rashida's last straw? Is Mendeecees going to get into even more trouble, or did Kendra just set herself up for a whole new plot? We need Yandy's departure from M's incarceration. She has been keeping him down for far too long. She must let him go after this if he doesn't change. Tell us what you think in a comment.